Today we have a full walkthrough of the Trial of Sekhemas here in Path of Exile 2 so you can get your first Ascendancy. Okay, first and foremost though, you have to unlock this place. It is monster level 22, so you're going to have to be sort of midway through Act 2's campaign. Now you can attempt this as many times as you like. All you have to do is come over here and talk to Balbala again and say, attempt trial again. She'll give you the Balbala's little relic thing there, and then you just have to come back in here and put it in and go confirm. I'll just quickly show you the loadout I'm using now. We will go into a more of a deep dive on my build here in a future video. We are on the sorceress. I'm going for an energy shield type of build. I do have fire resistance on at the moment. As you can see, energy shield recharge rate is what I've been going for here. Decent amount of mana. Now I have this thing here that rolled for me +2 level to a lightning spell skill. So we are using some lightning skills over here. Going to be using the arc as a big damage dealer. We do have spark as a backup here as well. I don't have any support gems in there right now. If we need to, we can throw out a solar orb or a flame of wall or something for more damage as well. In terms of the passives, this is where I've gone on the tree. I've just gone some energy shield on the right side here and then just damage stuff on the left all the way up until we got the critical stuff over here. That's where we're up to at the moment. As I said, I'll go into a deeper dive on the build in the future, but let's go in for the test of strength. So there are several different chambers in here. Each one will have a different sort of challenge. So hopefully we'll show you just about all of them here in the run. So this one we have to go and move quickly. So pay attention to where the little indicator is sending you to. Okay, went up in this direction. Now you only have a limited amount of time to hit these, so you have to be quick in this particular trial. Just move past these guys for now. Was it up or to the side? It was to the side here. Okay. Put our Orb of Storms down. And just tank him. Alright, where are we going to go with this one? Further to the left. Just follow it all the way around. This one is relatively easy. It can be a little challenging when you first come in here because you're timed, so you might panic a little bit. It's actually a relatively easy trial once you figure out what you're doing in here. You can, in fact, actually just ignore all the monsters in this one if you really want to. I think maybe at the end you might have to kill a few. We'll take on some of these guys though. Show you my arc. Very good. Okay. And we got the last one over here. There we go. And we can just move on. We don't have to sit there killing them all. Okay, so we've got a well over here. Now, this didn't appear for me on the first time. Maybe after you die once in here it does. I'm not actually 100% sure. Okay, so we have to complete 6 full chambers and then we get to the boss. So 7 including that first one we did, but we get a choice here, right? Now there will be negative modifiers on here. There are some that you really don't want to hit. There's one that decreases your damage by 40%, which is pretty annoying. This one will give 100% increased damage taken while on low life. So this is pretty challenging. Sharpened arrowhead. You have no armor, which we don't really have very high armor anyway, so I guess we could do that one. Room types are unknown on the trial map. Ooh, we don't like that. Let's take the no armor one for this challenge. Then we just continue on our way. Accidentally threw down a wall there. Okay, this one is pretty easy. We just have to kill these guys that are in front of these altar things. They got a little bit of health on them at my current level. Okay. We can sort of go either way here, I guess. Just roll out of there. Okay. Yeah, we could add some fire damage into the mix as well as we go here, but we're doing alright. We'll put one of these down to help us out a little bit. There we go. Okay. I think I had something blocking me a little bit there, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, he didn't want to target the right enemy there for a second. Sometimes that happens when you're playing on controller. The targeting can be a little strange. As you can see, no armor in here when you have energy shield isn't too bad. I think later on in the game, if you're going to do an end game version of this, you're probably definitely going to want armor. But just to unlock your Ascendancy, it's not really required to have high armor as long as you have some kind of defensive stats. Okay, now we get a choice of two, a large sacred water fountain or a large fountain. Okay, so what would we want afterwards? Both of them point to restoring honor, and this is one we want to keep our eye out for, as honor is another mechanic. As you can see, every time you take a hit, you'll lose some honor. Down the bottom, I got 607 out of 811. So we don't want to get hit basically at all during the run here. Okay, survive waves of monsters until the time expires. Killing rare monsters reduces the timer. So with this one, you can just run in a big circle if you really don't want to take on the enemies. Some of them could be pretty tanky in here. We can sort of set ourselves up and try and do some DPS here. Now, my build at the moment is sort of a mix between energy shield stats and offensive stats, like spell damage, elemental damage, that sort of thing. Now, I like standing in my orb here, as it will make my arc gain even more, which is really good. As you can see, I took a hit there and my honor goes down. So killing this big guy will reduce the timer, or we could just run in a circle. You can honestly just avoid the enemies in here if you really don't want to deal with them, or if your build is not that crazy strong. I would say it makes sense to kill the little guys at the very least, because they're pretty easy. You don't actually have to concentrate on DPS and the big dudes here. It's more important to save your honor for later, because we might need it. There we go, and they all just die anyway at the end there, so... Okay, we got more sacred water here, so we've got a lot to work with. Okay, here we could restore some honor, and then we'd have to go down to the silver key, which is fine. If we took the top one here, it would inflict 19 physical damage on room completion, which really isn't too bad, but let's go and restore some honor here. Okay, another one of these. Sometimes you will get repeat rooms. This one's relatively easy. These guys can be a little tanky, but it's nothing too bad. You won't always get repeat rooms. I don't know how many rooms in total though. I feel like there's enough that you don't necessarily always get the repeats, but you may very well get the same ones show up for you over and over again here. It does appear just to be totally random. Was that it? Man, that was the easiest one yet. Okay, we'll restore our honor here. That was only two little altar things. I don't know. That was very easy, that one. Okay, silver key. That's fine. It's our only option, so we'll go this way anyway. Okay, we've got another death crystal one, so you just got to make sure you watch where the actual next crystal is. It'll shoot off in the correct direction for you. Okay, over here now. As you can see, we've gotten to several repeat scenes. I don't actually know how many in total there are. I haven't really been counting. I did a couple of attempts last night just to sort of see what was going on, and I decided, you know what, we'll do a video on this one. And I wasn't paying attention where it went. Ooh. Now we're gonna run around for 20 seconds and hope we can find it. Okay, we got it. That's fine. Okay. Okay, sometimes the spell targeting is a little funky on controller here. It can be a little bit inconsistent. Okay. If you find that the little prompt to activate it doesn't show up, you just got to kill the enemies next to it. As you can see, these timed ones are not really too difficult. Arcing away. That's it. Now, we'd probably like some more honor if we can get it. Along the way here, there is one more... a pledge which can be accepted to change the trial's parameters. Okay, honor is probably the one we want to go with here. Okay, afflicts you with fiendish wings on entry. Monster's action speed cannot be slowed below base, and they have 20% faster speed. Okay, well that can be pretty annoying depending on what we're doing here. We could take this one instead. traps are faster. I don't know. This is a tough one to choose from. Let's go the enemy speed. Maybe this is a mistake. Defeat monsters in the area to fill the chalice. Okay, well, this is probably the most annoying one that we could get, especially with the extra monster speed here, but that's alright. Okay, these tracking things are kind of annoying like this. Dude, do they ever stop? Do they ever stop tracking you? What's up with that? Okay, let's just try and concentrate on DPS in this guy. Okay, he wasn't too bad. Okay, we got more enemies up here. Man, these things just never stop tracking you. Look at that. Alright. Tracking me halfway across the screen here. And this is one of the rooms you want to save some honor for, because you can very easily take a lot of damage in this room if you're not paying attention. Okay, we're actually out of mana. Let's do some refilling. Excuse me, no, don't target the rock. Target the enemy so he'll die. Thank you. Okay, you're gonna let me pick up the loot. Now, this is one thing about the game that's kind of bizarre to me. It won't let me pick up the loot items until I've killed the rocks here, dude. Oh, I don't know. That's such a weird mechanic they decided to put in the game. But hey, it is what it is. It might just be a controller quirk. I'm not too sure. Okay, this thing should be overflowing now, and we can move on. We ended with 370 honor, which would love that refill here. It'll come in the next room if we can get it. I do think we'll take the honor and a boon. See what we can get in our second to last room here. Okay, this one requires us to open some doors, and I think maybe avoid some traps in here too. Okay, mostly just using the arc for DPS here. Yeah, I could be comboing some more abilities together, but honestly, the arc has been proven to be pretty powerful here. Okay. It's level 22 enemies in here too, so you can sort of gauge what your current power is versus level 22. Okay, we cannot go through that way. There's usually a switch to hit. Let's go through the trap here. Oh, we just got a chest over here. That's fine. You can do a little bit of extra exploring in these passages. There's nothing really stopping you aside from your your honor, literally. Okay, here's the lever. I missed it. Okay, so this one is the one with the levers. I just couldn't see it for the life of me there. Okay, avoiding this stuff isn't too bad. Got another lever room over here, huh? Just rolling through everything. As you can see, arc is pretty strong once you sort of get it set up. Did take a hit there apparently though, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's see if we can restore our honor here before the end. Okay. Some of these trial rooms are certainly easier than others, but we made it through there in the end. Get to restore some honor, so it gives us about 300 or so, 350. for the boss here. Okay, Rattle Cage, the Earthbreaker. I think that boon gave us some extra... Oh, hey there. Gave us some extra honor there. So we've got 350 to work with. So this boss fight in here, it's not really that difficult per se, but you do have to avoid quite a bit of damage in here, so... Just gonna spam my arc for the DPS. We can also pop down the fire thing. But it's just really about trying to avoid the big damage here. So I'm just gonna rotate in a circle. Try and avoid the DPS while I do my own. Okay, we do need mana here, so let's do a refill. I'm trying to avoid these mini volcano-looking things here, if you can. I think we took a hit there. Now your honor has to survive all the way through here as well. So you don't want to be taking too many hits if you can avoid it. Okay, we've got him under half here, just about. You want to avoid these things falling from the ceiling here as well. And there will be a lot of junk coming down from the sky in this battle as you progress, as you can see. But just keep avoiding it. Keep doing your DPS. It's not really too hard once you sort of learn what you're doing in here. Now, the only thing that can mess you up, honestly, is the honor. That's the one thing that made me fail this the first go around, was just running out of honor midway through the boss fight, taking too many hits, trying to learn his patterns and stuff. Okay, let's just juice up our mana regen here and finish him off. There we go, we got him. Trial complete. Kablamo. Alright, he dropped a few things for us here. I guess we can take the loot. We are pretty full anyway. Alright, we'll deal with that later. Let's go get our Ascendancies. Yeah, didn't really get the greatest loot. We could portal it back to town, I guess, but let's choose an Ascendancy. Here you go. We get to choose between the Chronomancer and the Stormweaver. We're gonna go... Do we go Stormweaver here? Or do we go the Chronomancer? Let's take the Stormweaver and continue on our crazy, crazy lightning shenanigans right here. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ascension acquired. We're going to go hard in the elemental build here in Path of Exile 2 for our first playthrough anyway. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you found anything here useful, smash like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. I hope you all have a fantastic, amazing day. Take it easy.